poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. Get in here, everybody, get in here. All right, so we got to get into some things. Okay, well, over the weekend, the BET Hip Hop Awards were filmed and they aired last night. All right, and I got to tell you, I am not impressed with the BET Hip Hop Awards at this point. It's almost like cancel the show. Like, it was boring. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't what it used to be. The excitement wasn't there. You don't have a lot of your A-list performers there, your A-list celebrities there. It's just not creating a big moment for me anymore. I don't know. Award shows are like going downhill, especially the black ones. You know what I mean? From the fashion to the performances, just to the people who show up at this point, you know? So yeah, the BET Hip Hop Awards did not, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. We had some okay performances, and we had some trash performances, and we had some okay ciphers, and we had a couple good ones. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into that now, right? But there was nothing really exciting that I could remember from the performance, other than, you know, I mean, from the award show, other than Nelly. That was a pretty cool moment. Outside of that, the award show was okay, and it was rather short, if you ask me. I believe Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, they won, you know, between Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and Tyler, the Creator, they won majority of the awards. However, and I think Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion won the most awards of the night. However, they were not even there. Megan Thee Stallion was busy on tour getting to a bag, and Cardi B was in Paris. Now, with this makes Cardi B the most, the only female rapper, or the highest winning female rapper of the hip hop awards. She's winning with 14 awards. No other female rapper has won that many hip hop awards to date. Okay, so with that being said, congratulations to Cardi B on you know, that record and that milestone. Now, with that being said, you know, I took into consideration what some of you guys wanted me to talk about. We're not going to talk about every single detail of the awards because I'm just not that interested in it. But I'm going to talk about some of the things that interest me in the award show and some of the things that you asked me to talk about. Okay, so one of the first things we're going to talk about today is Mulatto Performance. Okay, so first of all, Mulatto looked great here, much better than she did on the red carpet. I actually like Mulatto as a performer. She comes with a lot of great energy. She's trying now to add a little bit of dancing to her performances, which Mulatto's not a great dancer, but I appreciate her for incorporating that, because she's understanding that there is a dance element now to female rap that you need, especially if you want to be that kind of crossover female rapper and want to be looked at as mainstream. There's now a performance element that includes dancing, not just standing around on the microphone and, you know, and pointing like this at the crowd. So Mulatto gets up there, she's doing a little choreography, she's doing a little hairography. I mean, it was nice. I enjoy watching Mulatto perform. I mean, was this her best performance ever? No, but you know what? I think that this is a good performance, and I think that, you know, she's showing that she's growing and she's wanting to learn, and she's not gonna stop. Mulatto, I can see from her performances that she is going to continue to elevate. So I did appreciate the effort and the energy that she put into her performances, and it actually made me like the song a lot more than, you know, maybe I would have liked it before. It's not that it's a bad song, but when you see an artist go out and perform their song, and you can see that they're feeling it, and they're feeling good about the performance, and they're feeling good about the song, it makes you like the song too. So I think Mulatto did a fantastic job by going out there and really, you know, putting on a good show for the people. She did her thing, and she looks amazing on stage, and she looks comfortable. She looks more comfortable than not. You know, there are some areas where she doesn't look as comfortable on stage, but for the most part, Mulatto looks a lot more comfortable on stage than she doesn't, and you know, I enjoy that with her. Mulatto gets she gets a for me, A+ for me. I enjoyed Mulatto at the BET Hip Hop Awards. It was dope. Next on my list is It's a Whole Lot of Money in It, Bia. Okay, so this by far was the worst performance of the entire night. This was awful. First of all, let's start with the good. Bia looks nice. I don't like the hair. I wish she would change that up. But the outfit was a lot better than the red carpet look. This performance outfit was great. I didn't mind it at all. It was fantastic. She looks amazing. But she laid there the entire time of her biggest song to date. Why would you lay there to this record? She literally laid there the entire time. Like, what were you thinking? This is your biggest record to date, and you're going to lay there. I mean, you're pretty, but you're not that pretty. Okay? You're not that pretty that you can just lay there and just be blissfully gorgeous. I mean, yeah, you look good, but you're not drop dead gorgeous to where we just want to fawn and look at you. You're not Mariah Carey. You know what I mean? You can't just lay. You're going to have to give us a performance element. Like Bia gives me, you know, I'm so high right now. I done ate 20 edibles and I'm just kind of like, it's a whole lot of money in this. Like Bia literally has no energy. It's just kind of like, dude, stop smoking. Stop eating the edibles before you know, hell, take a bump. Like, wake up. Are you here? Like, hey, hello, you're on stage in front of millions of people. Bia, are you there? Are you available? You're performing right now. She's somewhere so hot, tripped out high in her head, I feel like. You know what I mean? So this performance was awful. Worst performance of the night. Complete snooze fest. I was bored. She could have kept it. I don't ever want to hear a whole lot of money again. Because there was a whole lot of nothingness going on that stage. Bia, this was trash. You're awful for this. And quite frankly, you should never happen if this is how you're going to perform. I would never go to a Bia concert. Ever in my life. Ever go to a Bia concert. This was the worst. This was the worst performance I've probably ever seen. And here's the thing. I don't understand why these artists and celebrities do not take this time when they go on these television shows and these major platforms and these award shows and they perform or they do these ciphers and they do these things. Why don't you take this time as almost like an audition period to show people that may not know you, who you are and what your value is? There's a lot of artists and fans and people and producers and executives and television and all of these different people all in one spot at one time looking at you. There may be some people that have heard your song before, but they don't know who you exactly are, what you look like. So take this as a moment to really showcase yourself to people that may not know you, or, you know, and possibly get an opportunity to secure more deals, more collaborations, and just more opportunities in general. And if I'm looking at Bia, I'm like, all right, I don't ever want to see her perform. Just play the record and skip to Nikki's part, because she's a snooze fast and we can't do anything with her. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my thought on Bia. Complete trash. I mean, terrible. All right. So now I want to get into, because that was the performances for me. There were some other ones, but those are the ones I really kind of want to talk about. Now we got to get into the cypher. So we got Erica Banks, we've got Rico Nasty, we got Tierra Whack, we had Lakeyah, and we had kenn. And so we're going to get into, I cannot play you the audio because I can't, I mean, you know, I just can't, because YouTube will strike me down, and it's not that serious and it's not worth it. However, you know, we can talk about it. So first on my list, I want to give it up for Rico Nasty. Actually, Rico Nasty, here's the thing. Whether she happens on a mainstream level or not, I got to give Rico Nasty her credit. I don't really listen to Rico Nasty, but I admire her work ethic and her artistry. And I think she has a built-in fan base that's going to love her no matter what. You know what I mean? So Rico Nasty, whether she happens on a mainstream level or not, whether she comes out of the underground market or sector or not, she's still going to be successful and people are still going to enjoy her and like her music. Now, when we get into the cypher, it was awful. It wasn't her best. It was all over the place. It was just as bad as Coi Lerais, if you ask me. And I know that Coi Lerais and Rico Nasty really don't get along, but you know, this was no different to me than Coi Lerais cypher at the Double XL. This was kind of like all over the place. She seemed shy. She seems like she wasn't confident. She seemed a little bit unsure. She also seemed unprepared. There was a lot of looking down and not really, like there was no stage presence. There was no energy. It was kind of like, I'm just doing this because I want to be on TV and I kind of want to do it. But then midway through it, I changed my mind, but it was too late because I'd already committed to doing it. But like, I don't want to do it. Like, it just wasn't good. I wasn't moved. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't wooed. I wasn't wowed. And if I hadn't been a Rico Nasty fan before, this definitely wouldn't have converted me now. Okay, so thank God for Rico Nasty's built-in fan base, because I don't think that she gained any new fans last night. Tierra Whack. Tierra Whack may have been probably the best freestyle, one of the best in general, and then probably the best female freestyle of the night. She's a true lyricist. She's a true lyricist and a true artist, and she's almost so lyrical, she's like a poet. And she's almost so lyrical, we're not listening. You know what I mean? Like, not in a bad way, but it's almost like it's almost so good, it's over our heads. You know, it's almost so lyrical where it's like, you almost should just do spoken word. But it was good. It was good rap. It was very good rap. I mean, it was dope. Now, recently, she said that she was going to retire from rap and quit rapping altogether. And I personally feel as though it's probably because, you know, she feels like she doesn't get the opportunities as some of the girls that she's more talented than. You know, and there could be a lot of variables there. She's a bit on the woke lyrical side, and let's just be honest, while we talk about lyrics and bars and things like that, we don't want to listen to spoken word type rap when we're trying to twerk and do the nasty, you know what I mean, and be cute. We don't want to think too hard when we want to pop a molly and throw back some 1942. Nobody wants to be thinking too hard. We want to shake booty and be cute, you know what I mean. Nobody wants to critically think when we're trying to get high, when we're trying to go, you know, drop a bag or find a scamming rich ass nigga. We don't want to overthink, and Tierra Whack will have you thinking that, hey, maybe this is not right. Hey, maybe this is too far. Then you have to turn that bitch off and turn on the city girls. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, she's a very talented artist. Ciphers are where she should live and stay. Freestyle, lyrical rap like that, battle rap, dope, fire. She definitely should keep going because there's definitely an audience for her. But she may not ever be on the level of a Megan Thee Stallion, a Cardi B, a Nicki Minaj, you know, those type of girls. She's just too deep for that. Maybe perhaps she'll be on the level of like a Rhapsody. Maybe a J. Cole, you know, those things like, and there's a lane, there's a level. There's an arena for those girls. So as long as she understands her place and where she lives and where she dwells, I think she should do good, and I think she should accept who she is and appreciate where she's at musically, because she's an extremely talented woman, and she's beautiful as well. So shout out to Tierra Whack. Next we have Lakeyah. I honestly am not even gonna hold you. I don't even remember what Lakeyah even looked like on the cypher, let alone the rap. Look, the rap, first of all, Lakeyah is a great rapper. The freestyle was solid. It was solid. It was solid. It was solid. It was solid. No complaints. Just wasn't memorable. You know what I mean? It's like, it ain't bad, but it ain't great. It's not trash, but it's not phenomenal. It's good. But good is easily forgotten. I'd rather you either be trash or phenomenal. But in the middle, you're forgettable. And I think Lakeyah has to make sure, while she's talented, she's just not that she just doesn't just skate along. Like, she's gonna have to jump into like, even for her, she's had like this buzz where people have been checking for her, and it's just feeling like it's just straight. Like, for her to be so confident, for her to be so talented, for her to have a project out, there needs to be an energy and excitement. Like, really let these girls know why you're here and who you are. This is your moment. A lot of people are watching. A lot of people are watching. So for female rappers, this is the time where you let these girls know, you let these niggas know, you let everybody know what it is. You gotta give, you cannot be forgotten. Now, lakeyah, while it wasn't bad, it wasn't great, and it wasn't memorable on any level. It was good. It was okay. It was dope. It was lakeyah. But that doesn't create conversation. Good does not create star. Phenomenal, exceptional creates star and greatness. This is good. This is cute. It was dope. It was fire. But it wasn't out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even really remember much. It was cool though. I mean, it wasn't trash. She's always going to show up for the assignment and get the job done. She's always going to pass. But is it going to be an A+? Is she going to overachieve? Is she going to do the extra credit? Is she going to get the 2 extra points out of the 100? You know, and right now it's just lakeyah's passing for me. There's nothing that's really been stand out for her. It's all been good. But now it's time to get great. Like, especially when you're in a cypher. You know what I mean? Like, it's time to elevate. And so, personally, she didn't excite me that much in the cypher. No shade. But lakeyah's always going to show up for the assignment and get the job done. So for that, shout out to you. All right, my girl, E. Banks. I'll tell you something. Everybody knows I'm a little bit biased when it comes to Erica Banks. But I'm going to tell you something. It's something about Erica Banks' tonality. When she gets on, like, she really has it. Erica Banks has it. When she ain't being lazy and playing games. Okay? I don't know why she did this on the site. Because it started off fire. First of all, let's go here. Her delivery started off fire. She lost me when she took about 4 bars off and inserted "toot that." Erica Banks, why did you do that? To me, that felt lazy. To me, that felt like cheap. That felt cheated. And I just feel like, girl, if you are on the BET Hip Hop Awards, you've had Busted, you've had a Billboard Hot 100 entry. I feel like, and I'm sure she feels like, you got snubbed on the XXL cover, freshman cover, and you got snubbed out of being in that freestyle. This is your moment on television. Now you call yourself the flow queen. You're in a freestyle, and you come up there low energy and start doing "toot that." What? Why would you do that? Like, girl, this was your moment to show up. This was the moment to show up and let these girls know, I'm the rap girl. Like, I'm the one. I'm the one that's going to drop bars. I am, like, and it started off, I felt like it started off giving that. And then it just never took off. And in fact, she inserted "toot that." Ride on it. Don't get tired on it. I'm like, I know she did not do that. I know she didn't play in my face like this. And like, why would you play in our face like that? And, you know, and everybody knows that I'm very biased towards Erica Banks. That's my girl. But she lost me. That freestyle was not it. Actually, she just dropped the freestyle with high energy, performance. I don't understand why these artists do that on YouTube and for their core fans and things like that. But when you are on a national platform with a bunch of different people that may not know who you are, you kind of get timid and start like bringing it down. That's when you turn it up. There's no way. Like, I don't understand why she did not turn it up the way that she knows how to. The way that she does when she drops her 1 minute, 2 minute freestyles on her YouTube channel. Like, everybody's not going to know your YouTube channel. A lot of people that are just fans of you going to support that. But when you have different types of people from all over watching, and they forced to watch you, this is all eyes are on you at this moment, and you don't show up. This is a hip hop cipher, and I feel like Erica Banks definitely got lazy and dropped the ball. I was so devastated when she dropped it, when she inserted that tooth that. Like, I said, what is she? Are she still pushing that? Let that go. Let's move on. We've remixed tooth that. We've dropped the video. We've added Dream Doll. We can't keep roll that nigga up and let it go. Tooth that is gone. It's still my song, but let's move on. I cannot believe she brought that into the cipher. I was over that. I was over that. Erica's my girl, but I was over that. I was over that because she started off fire, and I'm like, this is why she's hot, and I don't care what nobody say. You can say whatever you want to say about her looks. Looks can be made up. You know what I mean? She can get a stylist. She can get that. Talent, you can't just give people. She's got talent, but she's got to make sure she's capitalizing on every single moment, because there's a lot of people already counting her out. There's no way, especially out of everybody, and I'm harder on her because she's my girl, and on top of that, she's got a lot more riding on her than a lot of these other girls. She signed at 1501. And there's been controversy between 1501 and Megan Thee Stallion. So people are already looking to compare her, or already looking to cancel her out, or already looking to say she's a Megan Thee Stallion reject, or, oh, you know. So she's got to fight through that. So to come up there and kind of with low energy and not really serve it's kind of like, girl, what are you doing? This is your time to let them know we are not the same, and I am not her, and I'm about to body this. And I don't feel like she did that, especially not saying ride on it, don't get tired. I swear to God, when that dropped, I think I almost threw up. I think that's what that sent me when she did that. I could not believe she did that. I was through the roof. I was through the roof when she did that. I think I texted somebody, I said, I know you lying. But either way, she's redeeming herself with this latest freestyle. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But yeah, that cipher wasn't it, baby. And so yeah, shout out to EB. It's my girl, but you know, I feel like she didn't capitalize off that moment the way that I know that she could. I don't feel like she delivered that freestyle the way that I know that she could, especially because I feel like she's been getting snubbed for opportunities this whole time. And then you get one and then you don't knock it out the park. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't out of here. And I felt like this was a moment for her to resurge that energy back, for people to put some more respect on her name since Busted, because it's kind of been quiet for her since Busted. No shade. It's kind of been a little quiet and people kind of been counting her out. And I feel like this would have been a moment for her to remind these bitches of why I'm here and why I got a Billboard 100 entry and why you can't play with me. You know, so it is what it is. We'll get them next time, champ. But yeah, don't do that, and let's keep it going. All right, Kid Kenn. You know what? I was so impressed with Kid Kenn, and you know what? I'm happy that he got on there and he did his thing. You know what I mean? Kid Kenn held his own, did his thing. He had a really, really cute freestyle. It was dope. He was confident. He looked comfortable. He did his thing. He showed up and showed out. All right. And I'm glad, this makes me happy that the Little Nas X's have done what they needed to do, because now that we can get the antics in the shit show out of the way, now that opens the door for other LGBT artists to come in and just be talent. See, Little Nas X, it's not the talent for me. I think it's the controversy, it's the uncomfortability, it's the wow, it's the oh my God, it's the taboo. So now that he's ripped the layers off of all of that, and now we can see, okay, now we can accept gay artists. So now you can actually have gay artists that come in that can actually rap and actually be talented and actually do their thing and actually get up here and freestyle. Kid Kenn is the first gay LGBT artist to get on a hip hop cypher and rap. And he did what needed to be done. He showed up. He showed out, and it's being talked about. This is what you do. This is how you show up, and this is how you perform when you have an opportunity. He is the first gay person on a hip hop cypher. He showed up and gave what needed to be gave. He did what needed to be done. Period. The door was open. He walked through it, and he knocked it out the park. Shout out to Kid Kenn for doing his thing and not only understanding the assignment, but doing the assignment and the extra credit. Okay? So he showed up, he performed, he did his thing, and shout out to Kid Kenn for that, because that is how you do it. That's how you do it when the world is watching, and when you're an anomaly, and when you have an opportunity, and when it's time for you to shift the culture. They could have easily given this to a Saucy Santana or this or that, but they gave it to him, and he assumed the position. Pause. But he assumed the position, and he took it out of here. All right, lastly, you guys, ever since we did the fashion talk, you guys have been tagging me in Trina's look. I like Trina. This looks a lot better in photos than it looked in video or in person, because photos can be edited, videos can be cropped, but in person is in person. So if it looked like booty do on video, I'm sure it was a massacre in person. Now, I like Trina. I don't know if Trina was bloated, Trina was pregnant. This didn't fit Trina well. She looks good in this photo, but when she walked out there, the first thing I said is, where's Trina's titties? I don't know if this was the right fit for her. I don't know, because it just looked like Trina just had flat chest and stomach. So I don't know. I don't know what I would have did with this. I don't know how I would have shaped this or styled this, or what I would have did differently. But it was not flattering on her. I don't know what happened. I don't know, because it was just nothing here and everything here. And I'm like, damn, Trina look bloated. Where's her titties? But you know, to each his own, but Trina looks nice in this photo here. Let's leave it at that. I like Trina. But this outfit, I mean, I wasn't wooed or wowed or knocked out the park. Okay. I actually was devastated because I couldn't find where her chests were. Okay. So anyway, with that being said, those are my thoughts on the BET Hip Hop Awards. It was an interesting show nonetheless, but I like the Hip Hop Awards giving opportunity to other artists that are kind of coming up and that are not so A-listers, you know what I mean? And you know, it would be nice if the A-listers would show up, A and B-listers would show up to these events and, you know, make them hot again. You know, you had a couple of B-listers, B and C and stuff like that. But, you know, I feel like once the girls and guys get to a certain level, they feel like they don't need to come to the Hip Hop Awards anymore. And I think we should keep the Hip Hop Awards alive, especially with the music and the cyphers. So, and the performances. So everybody keep up the good work, keep working. Even if you were trashed this time around, come back next time around and go get them. All right. So these are my thoughts on this year's 2021 BET Hip Hop Awards, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right. And make sure you guys like the video, share the video, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. All right. Until next time, it's your boy Armon Wiggins, and I want you to keep that same energy, and I'll see you niggas soon. Peace out.